What is going on, gamers? It's Explorager here, and welcome to probably what is my first ever channel update, official update video. I don't think I've done one of these before. But yeah, I wanted to do one just to touch base on a couple of things with you all, just where I've been for the last little bit and where I'm planning to go with the channel here in the next little bit. Now, firstly, as I like to do with most of my videos, to start, I want to just give a huge shout out and thank you to all of my new and returning subscribers. If you're new to the channel, if you're newer to the channel in the last little bit, then thank you so much for subscribing and hanging out. And if you are a veteran to the channel who've been here with me for quite some time now, then again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for all of your support. Thanks for hanging out with me. I couldn't be more grateful. All right, you guys, and now for today's video, and what is probably the first official video I've put out now in the past few months, since probably around mid-March, and I'm just trying to sort of get my feet wet a little bit again, getting back into it, and it'll be a little bit casual for the first bit, but yeah, so where I've been and where I want the channel to go, I'll put this into almost two parts. So where I've been for the past few months, and I did put on some posts onto the community posting on the channel, just in case some of you may have missed it or didn't know or new here. This has been probably one of the most difficult years that I've ever had endured. And simply put, I lost both of my parents here in the last 10 to 11 months. My mom sadly passed last summer, and then around February, March, my father fell ill, which ended up being in the end terminal. And so it's been quite the process. And when I found out back in mid-March what was going on with my father, I basically dropped everything and went to go take care of him and go be with him when he fell sick. As I was hoping that I could do what I could for him and in his time of need and be there for him and anything that I could. So with that, I was very focused on just him and what he needed, and I just kind of turned off everything to do with myself, and in the process had to put the channel on hold. So that's basically what I ended up doing. Um, I still have some content that I had recorded previously that I'm going to look at and siphon through, figure out what I can still edit and put up on the channel over the next little bit. And I'll be doing that here as I've taken a little bit of time for myself and I'm getting caught up on dealing with my parents' estate and what's needed to be done there. So now I'm looking and hoping to start to get a little bit focused back into the channel. I absolutely love the channel. I love all the support. I love all the comments, reading them, talking to people. And at the end of the day, I love putting out what I hope is a bit of a mix of fun and useful content with some guide videos, with some Let's Plays, with little different things here and there. And I hope you guys enjoy it too. So, and I, again, really appreciate all the support and growing the channel. And I have a lot of fun doing it. I don't know where it's going to go in the end, but it's just been something that I have just absolutely loved and enjoyed doing. And and that's all I can say at the end of the day for that. Now to kind of switch gears and talk about where I'm hoping the channel can go. So with that, when I first started this channel, it was just kind of something fun. I started with some Ark Survival Evolved, a little bit of Valheim, some Salt 2, and it just sort of progressed and grew from there. And then I started doing some guide videos, which I absolutely love doing, and hoping that I'm not going to sit here and say that I am the best gamer out there or a pro gamer, but I do enjoy just having fun, finding different things, and when I do find tips and tricks, sharing them where I can. So, and then on top of that, uh, playing games as well too. I mean, I know there's a ton of Let's Plays out there, but I do enjoy just having fun and kicking back, and especially with lots of the new early access games and showing off Um, a bit of a focus now I'm hoping to do is focusing on showing off the games after they come out and I've had some traction for a little bit of time, going back and showing some of what those updates look like and hoping to put a bit of focus into that. All right, so in terms of the specifics to the games going forward, you guys, that I want to focus on here. So I'm going to start with Tinkertown. Tinkertown has been a great series on my channel. I absolutely love that game. I was in the middle of doing a Let's Play series and just starting to do some tips and tricks and guides videos. I want to continue doing that. I want to finish that game out, that series out. I know that there's not really any new updates for it, it looks like, coming out, and it did come out on the Switch earlier this year. I am the kind of person that likes to finish out series as much as possible, and so I'd like to get that one wrapped up, and I'm going to work on that a little bit here. And with finishing out Tinkertown, I have another game that I am super passionate about and I want to continue going forward with on the channel, which is Medica. I was having a lot of fun with that game and very much enjoying putting out the Let's Play series and guides for that one. Now, however, coming back and getting caught up on all the gaming news through Steam, I did discover that Medica is set to have its first major content update due to release next week. And in reading all those notes, I did discover that once that update goes live, you will need to start a whole new game in order to access all of that new content. So I don't want to put out anything else for the time being for that game, knowing that I'm going to have to start all over again and go from there. So I'm just going to wait for that one. When that drops, I am so looking forward to jumping into it and checking out all the new content. Major overhaul to the Theta 9 first asteroid belt, the one that is the one that's currently content right now, as well as a whole new Theta 12 asteroid belt, new area to explore. There is a bunch of new building pieces. Yeah, the stuff to explore, which is going to be absolutely amazing. New stuff to work with, new decorations. I'm just trying to recall everything that was on there, but yeah, lots of new stuff. So I'm gonna hold off on that and start that one up after that comes out. Now, Salt 2. So Salt 2 has been a long-running series, probably one of my longest on my channel. I absolutely love that game. I have followed that game since day one when it dropped, and it has had so many updates, new content that's been added to it, and I've very much enjoyed following that game all the way through. So I'm going to continue to do some Salt 2 content. It's probably going to be more focused on just doing update videos as opposed to doing as much Let's Play stuff. There is the new co-op update that so many people have been waiting for that game that is on the beta servers being tested right now. Super excited about getting into the co-op of that game and testing it out. And with that is, I was reading those notes too. There's gonna be a ton of new content to come out with that update too. New handcrafted islands and new seasonal maps and stuff like that. So I'm very excited to check all that stuff out too. And get it back into Salt 2. And I also have a few other games that I am working on looking at doing some content for that I'm going to just kind of keep secret and hold a little closer to the chest at the moment. I'm not going to really disclose those yet. I'll keep those a surprise. All right, and so with those little surprises I'm going to keep to myself for now, I'm going to move on to Ark. So Ark Survival Evolved, Ark Survival Ascended. Oh man, that's a tough one. I originally launched my channel with Ark Survival Evolved with a buddy of mine, Jane Cobb. Absolutely love that game. Had a lot of hours into it and very much enjoyed my time with it and the time that him and I spent playing and doing different series on that game. However, and without turning this into a rant video at the end here, I'll try to keep it quick and just touch on a couple of things with in regards to Ark. So firstly, Ark Survival Ascended. I did try to dabble into a video, a guide video for one of the modded maps for Ark Survival Ascended, and it was an absolute nightmare. I struggle with that game, and for a few reasons. First of all is technically that game just it just runs so buggy. I had such issues trying to get it to work properly on my computer, frame rate issues, just lag, bugs. Even trying to do recording was an absolute nightmare. Freezing that I couldn't explain it. I have a decent computer and yet I was running to just issue after issue, and I'm just veering completely away from that game. So partially due to the technical side of things, but also from a bit of a moral kind of stance as well too. Without getting into too much details or too much ranting, I felt like that game has just the developers and the publishers have just lost the passion, the drive, and really what that game means to the fans. And I feel like it's just basically all about the money at this point, in regards to the content that's coming out, in regards to the monopolizing of the servers to one specific company. I felt like they just lost touch with the fan base. So I'll leave it at that. I won't get into anything further on it. Now, Ark Survival Evolved. If you're here originally and hanging out for Ark Survival Evolved content, I think I'm going to start to really also focus away from that game as well too. I appreciate all the support on Ark Survival Evolved that I've gotten over the years on the channel. I'm going to probably just focus on maybe doing a very, very niche specific sort of guide videos here and there for modded stuff in terms of Ark Survival Evolved going forward. Kind of just when maybe I get the bug in me to release a video on Ark is probably what I'm going to do. It's going to be pretty sparse. Not going to be a whole lot of new Ark stuff. So again, if you're here just hanging out, if that's what brought you here, but you're here because of the rest of the content too, then I greatly appreciate it. Thank you for hanging out with me. But yeah, Ark will not be my main focus. So just to be 100% transparent, I'm gonna move away from Ark into some other content on the channel going forward. So yeah, and with that, you guys, that will basically bring close to the channel update. I'm gonna keep it pretty casual for the next little bit as I still have a lot going on. Just releasing a videos kind of here and there as I get the time and the passion and the energy, until I can kind of get back to doing it a little more of a full-time schedule like I was before. But with that, again, I can't say enough from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for all of you guys' support, both within the channel, outside of the channel. It's been absolutely very touching, very overwhelming. I'm so happy to see that people are continuing to subscribe. And again, if you're new here, thank you so much for hanging out with me. And if you have suggestions, put it in the comments. If you made it this far in the video and there's something that you might want to see or you have ideas, I'm always open to them. Then just drop them in the comments down below, and I will do my best to try to figure out navigating it and getting to it, and trying to put out stuff that people are going to enjoy and hopefully stick around for. So again, you guys, this was more of a heart-to-heart, unscripted sort of video, just me kind of ranting around, talking a bit to you guys. And with that, I hope you guys all have an awesome rest of your day. Thank you again so much for everything, and I will hopefully see you soon.